Here's my favorite part of working at Hatch Toyota is our process and our guests. I love the look when our customers are really satisfied, and I love how I feel when they are happy.
The new year at Hatch Toyota brings an excellent opportunity to take the keys to the new Toyota you've always wanted to drive. Your product specialist will help you find the best vehicle for your budget and lifestyle.
Over the past 7 years that I've been at Hatch Toyota, I really do enjoy coming to work each and every day and helping our customers. I will treat you like my personal family and make sure that buying a car is one of the happiest things you will do.
Hatch Toyota Sholo in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years. All offers on approved credit. See dealer for details.
Happy New Year from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Just in time for our Valentine's special, we are introducing our new business partner, Cattleman's Steakhouse. Yeehaw! With every insured replacement, you can take your sweetheart out for the best prime rib on the mountain. Or choose salmon, sirloin steak, cod, pork chops, chicken, or a variety of other delicious dinners.
You are the best, honey.
And with the Valentine's special, you also get 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. And this year, you could take your Valentine to a VIP experience to see the King of Country, George Strait, live in concert. That's right, we're giving away 2 premium VIP tickets to see George Strait, Chris Stapleton, and Little Big Town live in Phoenix, including VIP parking.
Yes!
Don't miss out on our best Valentine special.
536-5972, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at SportsZone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Welcome in, everybody, to Northland Basketball, an exclusive sports media presentation of Simmons Media and the Sports Zone. Welcome tonight to Hatch Toyota Arena. We're on the campus of Sholo High School for tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. And here in this one tonight, on this broadcast of, as well, Sholo Cougar Basketball, we're ready to bring you this matchup tonight in the 3A East. A big matchup for the Sholo Cougars as they take on the higher-ranked Snowflake Lady Lobos. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons, and I get to call this one tonight. It's a broadcast double-header in this one, with the Sholo Lady Cougars getting set to take on the Snowflake Lobos. And you can sure enough bet that these two teams are going to be ready to go, and they both need the victory. Why would they need the victory? Well, for Sholo, going to try to do everything they can in the remaining days in front of them. See if they can get into the top 8 in the state. Right now, coming into the game ranked number 11. And if you get into the top 8, you get a first-round playoff bye. That's the first order of business. And then you get a second-round playoff home game. Again, you got to finish in the top 8 to get that done. Sholo is, well, let's see, they're ranked number 11. Right ahead of them are Alchese at number 10, Chinley at number 9, and Winslow at number 8. Push Ridge is a very good basketball team at number 7. It's going to be tough. Certainly very tough for the Sholo Cougars to crack the top 8, but they're going to try and get that done. Well, for the Snowflake Lobos, it's a big game because at number 15, they're right on that bubble of getting a home game in the first round of the playoffs. I think it's mathematically impossible for the Lady Lobos to get into the top 8 and get a first-round bye. But to stay in the top 16 would mean they get a home first-round playoff game, and that would be all important for the Lady Lobos. Meanwhile, as we get set to go, we are courtside at Hatch Toyota Arena, Sholo High School, and time now for the national anthem. Just had to take care of a little bit of business, and we are ready for the action. The opening tip, it is controlled by the Snowflake Lady Lobos. They'll get the first shot at it. And it's Natalie Carlisle on the left angle. The shot is no good, and this broadcast of Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of the Sports Zone, and our coverage of Show Low Cougars. Basketball is underway, everybody. Nice pick and roll action for Show Low. Sadie Hall misses. The follow by Grace Moore is also going to be off the mark, and then a Snowflake foul, and we'll see if that's 2 shots for the Cougars. It's not, because I was mistaken. That's a foul on Show Low. So Sadie Hall, under the basket, picks up her first foul of the game. Let me give you the starters for the Show Low Lady Cougars. Mackenzie Coolish and Alex Swanson lined up at the guard positions, and Show Low comes out in a man-to-man defense. I mentioned Sadie Hall and Grace Moore a moment ago. They are starters, and so is Raquel Wilson, sophomore, in this starting lineup for the Show Low Lady Cougars. Meanwhile, Snowflake's Kinsey Brogan handles the basketball for a moment. She was cut off on her attempt to penetrate. And then Snowflake will work it down low to Chloe Ulberg for the first shot of the game. Well, it was a good feed from Katie Penrod. And really, it was a pretty good job by Chloe to get there. They ran a nice, looked like a set play to get that open shot. But I believe that Chloe felt like there was going to be a defender collapsing on her. And when they weren't there, she just gave it a little bit too much. So now the basketball belongs to the Lady Cougars. We're still looking for our first points of the game, and a pass to Wilson is deflected off her hands, and Snowflake will run with it up the floor. Kinsey Brogan, and a player control foul on Kinsey. She came flying in there with a basketball, and Brogan has her first foul of the game. Each team now with their first team fouls. There's Brogan up that sideline. So we give you a close-up look at it, and it was Mackenzie Coolish standing her ground on defense. Sadie Hall has the basketball. Stops at the free throw line, back outside to Coolish. And now inside to Grace Moore in the paint. The turnaround will come up short. Good defense by Livy Schneider of Snowflake, and Livy got the rebound. Natalie Carlisle. You got Schneider, Carlisle, Kinsey Brogan, Katie Penrod, and Chloe Ulberg in the starting lineup for Snowflake, and a pass from Penrod is tipped, taken away by Sadie Hall. So both teams struggling. There's a nice behind-the-back dribble, drive, and a shot blocked out of bounds. That's going to be off Snowflake. Swanson, in the middle of all that, you saw that before the ball even went dead. She was saying, "Where's the foul call?" And I, by the way, thought that they were going to call that out of bounds off of Snowflake, but indeed, Swanson did have the last hands on it. She was wondering, where's my foul? And did not get one. And so here we go. And there's a Raquel Wilson shot block. She blocks Brogan's shot. Great timing on that. Loose ball down to Show Low. And then an immediate foul, which fell on Brogan. That foul, well, it's going to be Kinsey's second foul early on, so coach has to bring her to the bench. And the lady that replaces her in the lineup is Hadley Nichols in for Snowflake. But if the premium right there is to stop the shot on the fast break, because Wilson was going to be, several lengths out in front of everybody, that was going to be an easy basket after she got the blocked shot. If that's your premium, stop the basket, well then, that was a good foul to give up, and we see that Snowflake takes a timeout right now. The deal, though, is this. The deal is you have to ask yourself, if this early in the game, the second foul on one of your starters, especially somebody as valuable as Kinsey, whether that was a smart play at the moment. Well, I think we're probably all going to agree it wasn't that smart to get the foul in that situation at the time. Give up the freebie, give up the free basket if you must. And while they're getting ready to come back to play, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
You are listening live and local in the White Mountains on Mix 98. KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of Sports Zone Radio. And the little patented turnaround move, the little fadeaway by Chloe Ulberg moving to her left. That shot is no good. tipped out, but she really has that one down. That's her go-to signature move. And if she gets opportunities throughout the game, you're going to see she's going to land a bunch of those. But first try there, no good. And then a Snowflake turnover. The Lady Cougars will bring it up the floor. Sadie Hall on the baseline. Sadie has it knocked out of bounds. Help side defense from Livy Schneider, knock it out of bounds. Here comes the inbound for the Lady Cougars. We'll see what Coach Christy Francis calls out for her team on the inbound. Coolish to throw it in. She's looking into Grace Moore, and there's no initial shot. So to the corner for Coolish, who decides under pressure to shoot that three. And then it's tipped out by Hall. That's out of bounds off of Sholo. So inbound to the Lady Lobos as we bring you into Northland Basketball, everybody. Carlisle to Penrod, the high post, Livy Schneider, and she just couldn't handle it. No, some pretty good work defensively with Sholo in the hands, and they were able to get that ball knocked loose. They got it back, and we are still looking for the first points of this first quarter. These two teams have played almost exactly a half of the quarter. Sadie Hall to Swanson, and that is going to be tipped and out of bounds. That's going to be Sholo's basketball. Well, I think Alex, if you watched her right there, she showed a lot of frustration, and I think the frustration is shared by almost like everybody in the arena right there. She got herself a little bit too far under. And there's the inbound play that doesn't work, and it's tipped down. Braxton Jones has come in for Snowflake, and Jones gets that rebound. She's going to get a return pass up the sideline. And touch pass outside to Katie Penrod. Back to Jones near the corner right side, guarded by Sadie Hall. Penrod on the drive, and fouled by, I believe, Mackenzie Coolish was the lady right in front of her. It was Mackenzie. Still no points in this one. 3:39 on the clock. Hey, can we get through the entire first quarter without points? No, can't do it. We gave it a valiant effort, everybody, but could not do it. And with 3:35 on the clock, and those of you watching, I don't know if you've got audio or not. I don't think you do. The radio audience has the audio, and we're going to get a foul, by the way. Foul on Sholo. Snowflake was bringing it across, Sholo was bringing it across. Then foul was committed by lady that just checked into the game. Aubrey Wilson just came in and immediately committed personal foul. Nonetheless, well, she was on for a moment. Now she's not on anymore. I guess she was on. They're crediting her with a foul. Here is a drive. Kylie Reedhead has come, not Kylie, pardon me. That's Chloe Reedhead. Chloe Reedhead has come into the game. Chloe working in the paint. The ball is going to be out of bounds to Snowflake. Hadley Nichols, a pass into the paint. Chloe Ulberg now left side toward the corner. The shot is up on a dribble drive and then jump stop. Well executed. Well done by Chloe Reedhead. Snowflake is in front 3-0. And there's your drive. Alex Swanson trying to get the first Sholo points and doesn't. However, it's going to be out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Snowflake after that. It will be the Cougars basketball for an inbound. Swanson goes out. Raquel Wilson comes in. And she receives the inbound pass. Drive. Travel. She got herself in a little bit of trouble out there. She drove and then fumbled because she got into this no man's land in the middle of all those tall defenders. So the travel turns it back to Snowflake. They'll work with it toward the corner, and a hand check called on the Lady Cougars. It's Amberlyn Lindsay who is now in the lineup. And here comes the inbound. And Braxton Jones, she misses her shot, got it back, and then it's outside, fed outside. Snowflake keeping it alive. Hadley Nichols. Right side to Chloe Reedhead. She's going to try to weave her way through some defenders. That was fraught with difficulty, and the Sholo defenders able to get the ball loose. The basketball is going to go back the other direction. Sholo's got the ball. Pass to Grace Moore on the baseline. Amberlyn Lindsay stumbles and falls. There was some contact, but she ends up on the baseline. And into the game for Snowflake, returning to the game, Natalie Carlisle and Livy Schneider. But before that happens, before any of that, and with Sholo still trying to find their first points, we're going to get a timeout, everybody. And a word from Holbrook Family Dentistry, brand new sponsors of ours this year at Sports Zone Radio. Love to have them. Snowflake 3, Sholo nothing. This is Northland Basketball. Stand by.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Back from the timeout. That was, did Snowflake take that timeout? Sholo, so they've each taken one, right? Got it, thank you. And Ryan, you look impressive in a referee's jersey. It's double XL and it fits. It's a ladies' double XL is what that is, Ryan. Ryan Brewer is wearing the official scorer's jersey, the referee jersey. And how about the nice little jump shot? That's good for Livy Schneider. Snowflake. That was Snowflake's points. So it's 5. The scoreboard, they'll correct that. It's still 5-0. So we watch Coolest, and she is going to nail the shot from the corner right side. And the foul, making this a potential 4-point play. Hey, that's how you get right back into the thick of it. You're down 5. And if Mackenzie can hit this shot, if Mackenzie hits this shot, that's on 12. Foul is on Natalie Carlisle. How do I know? I got a beautiful look at the replay right there. How about Mackenzie Coolish? After this first free throw, let's hit that replay again. That look, that's a beautiful shot, beautiful look. And you'll see Mackenzie. Okay, we'll look at it now then. Free throw is good. Mention that to the folks. And there it is again, and Carlisle trying to close the ground. Oh, it's just a beautiful shot. And a 4-point play. That's one way to get your stats bolstered early on in the game. And our score now is 5-4. Just like that, Sholo. Took them 6.5 minutes almost to get their first points. There's a nice turnaround by Livy Schneider to make it 7-4. We approach the 1-minute mark now here in the first quarter. Everybody, it's great to have you with us on this broadcast of Northland Basketball. Shot from the paint, it goes up. That's going to be a no-go, that miss, and rebound for Snowflake. It's Chloe Ulberg bringing down the rebound. Here's Carlisle, Natalie Carlisle on the left angle. Outside to Chloe Reedhead. Nowhere to go for her. She is guarded defensively by Raquel Wilson, so she gives it up. Now Ulberg gets it in the paint. Bracketed by defenders, is able to get a shot away, though missed. Rebound Schneider, follow, no good. Carlisle fouled on her follow. 2 offensive rebounds for Snowflake. Eventually, they get a chance at the foul line. And we'll check and see who picked up that foul here in just a moment. 2-3 23 is Sydney Stahl. Sydney into the game. And a quick first foul on Sydney, sending Carlisle to the line for Snowflake. She misses her foul shot. First one anyway. Second one is right on the mark for Natalie Carlisle. 28 seconds remaining in this first quarter, everybody. And was that a double dribble, or did my eyes deceive me? McKenzie got the ball, 20 seconds now. Baseline move. Amberlyn Lindsay to the corner for the lefty three, and that's no good for Alex Swanson. Rebound with 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Lady Lobos will bring it into front court and see what they can do with it. Right side, deep on the angles. Penrod lob into Schneider, and right at the buzzer. The shot was away. Couldn't make the shot, though. And that's how the quarter will end, everybody. The first quarter in the books. Snowflake doubling up Cholo right now, 8-4. On this broadcast of Northland Basketball, Cholo Cougars basketball is underway here at Hatch Toyota Arena, and the second quarter is on the way. Stand by, everybody.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Don't miss out on the incredible savings going on now at Cellular One. Tribal land residents who are enrolled in government assistance programs can now take advantage of our free Cellular One ACP plan. This ACP plan includes 60 gigabytes of LTE data for use as a hotspot every month, in addition to unlimited data. The ACP plan is available to those on programs like WIC, SNAP, Lifeline, Pell Grants, and Medicaid. Visit any Cellular One store today to claim your free ACP plan. ACP is a government benefit program, and customers must qualify. Some restrictions apply. Limited time only, non-transferable. Limited to one line per household.
Second quarter begins. Natalie Carlisle gets the first Snowflake shot. Chloe Ulberg scoops up the offensive rebound, and she is smacked to the hardwood and fouled in her shot follow attempt. So Chloe is at the line following Alex Swanson's pretty physical foul out there. So here goes Chloe, and her first foul shot is good. Chloe gives it another shot, and that one is going to be off the mark. But Snowflake scoops that rebound up. Katie Penrod for three. That's no good. Tapped in by Hadley Nichols, and then eventually out of bounds off of Snowflake. They touched it out last. Coming into the game for Snowflake is Lindsay Carlisle. She'll replace Chloe Ulberg. Chloe had started the quarter with Katie Penrod, Natalie Carlisle, Hadley Nichols, and Livy Schneider. We're going to get to see Kinsey Brogan again here in a moment. She got two early fouls and had to sit a whole lot of the first quarter. Shot from outside, and Raquel Wilson unable to knock it down for Cholo. That's a rebound to Snowflake. Long pass broken up, and a good defensive play by Grace Moore for Cholo. Kinsey Brogan checks in. Hadley Nichols goes out. Snowflake has Brogan. The two Carlisles, plus Livy Schneider and Katie Penrod. Here is Cholo trying to come up with a steal. Rolled out there, and Swanson unable to control. Snowflake got it back. Penrod, they'll swing it to the baseline, and that is taken away this time by Raquel Wilson. A little blind pass. Does find Alex Swanson. And then Alex is going to be fouled by Katie Penrod. Hand check on the way into the paint. Penrod first foul of the game. Team foul number 4. Cholo brings it in. Alex Swanson. Alex changing directions, spinning around, retaking her dribble back, and then she'll have to shovel a pass outside. Sadie Hall, you got Sadie and Alex. Now Raquel Wilson. Grace Moore in the game, trying to post up down low. Mackenzie Kulish also on the floor for the Lady Cougars right now. Swanson. She will spin around and try to get that one up there. The runner is no good. Rebound Snowflake. Here they go. Schneider on the baseline, and she's hacked. Trying to turn around and get a shot away. And the foul is committed by Sholo's Grace Moore. That's Grace's first foul of the game. Well, that is 7 team fouls on Sholo. And that's 7 different Lady Cougars committing all those fouls. 6:18 on the clock in the second quarter. There's a free throw to make it a grand total of 2 points scored between these two teams in the quarter. They're both having real struggles offensively. Or should I say, the defenses are superb tonight, because they are not letting a whole lot of anything happen. And then after Snowflake tried to get the rebound, it's going to go out of bounds back to Sholo. The Cougars will have the basketball. 6:16 on the clock, second quarter. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at the break, everybody. Sadie Hall to Mackenzie Coolish, and her shot is going to be off the mark. Coolish ended up on the deck. No whistle. Rebound Snowflake, and Kinsey Brogan will race down the right sideline. And from behind, Raquel Wilson knocks her dribble out of bounds. There's Raquel, sophomore for the Lady Cougars. I really have to wonder about Aubrey Wilson. What is the situation? And maybe Aubrey's not here today, but I do have her in the book. Brogan from 3, fouled on the shot, and Wilson, who stepped out on defense, nope, take it back. Take it back. That is, I believe, a foul on Lindsay Carlisle. So Snowflake committed a foul, but they're going to get it back. Katie Penrod to Schneider, and now Natalie Carlisle. On the angle left side, Kinsey Brogan to the paint, outside, and a 3 on the way from Penrod. Off the mark, tips out. Wilson has it. Raquel Wilson into front court. And her pass to Mackenzie Coolish is tipped by Katie Penrod. Tipped out. And it'll be an inbound coming up for Sholo. Also into the game for the Cougars for the first time, Jordan Boyce has come in to their lineup. Wilson looking at Grace Moore inside. Decided to keep it. Now in the paint. Now she'll scoop it to Grace, and Grace is rejected by Broxton Jones. Big block for Broxton. Down to Kinsey Brogan, and now Carlisle brings it across. Penrod on the angle right side to Brogan for 3, right over the top, and that shot is good for Snowflake. Kinsey's first points of the game, 13-4. Snowflake in front. On the baseline, there's a little pass to the corner, and that shot is good. And right there is Mackenzie Coolish's spot today. She has hit from that spot twice. Remember, there was the 4-point play when she was fouled shooting from the right corner in the first quarter. That opened up the Sholo scoring. And by the way, those 2 plays I'm talking about, that 3 right there and then the 4-point play early, that's all of Sholo's points. They haven't done anything else offensively. We have played 12 minutes of basketball. And with 1 second on the shot clock, you heard the Lady Lobos yelling at their teammates to shoot the ball. They ran all that time down and never got a shot away. That's a shot clock violation. And the basketball belongs to the Sholo Cougars. So here's their inbound and up into front court. Hey, for those of you who are regulars with Northland Basketball and may have been wondering why in Holbrook do they not have a shot clock? Why are they not using a shot clock? I did a little investigative reporting on that. Did some, there's a backcourt violation. That was Jordan Boyce stepping across the line and going into backcourt. And a turnover. Back to Snowflake. Penrod inbounds to Carlisle. So I did a little investigative reporting. I spoke to our good friend, the athletic director at Holbrook, Greg Perkins. We watch a steal for Wilson. Foul by Carlisle. And Wilson headed to the foul line on the second foul of the game on Natalie Carlisle. This will be 2 foul shots for Raquel Wilson. See if she can become the second Lady Cougar to get into the scoring column so far tonight. And it's been quite a while since anybody else besides Mackenzie Coolish did something. And there's a single point right there for someone else. That's Raquel Wilson. You see her on the replay. That's a pretty good looking play by Carlisle, wasn't it? I mean, you know, I would never be a guy to second guess the great Greg Chavez Sr., but it was a pretty good effort by Carlisle. And, you know, I'm going to say that the referee, he saw the contact, and it was very minimal, but it was there. That's what I'm going to say. But it's still a pretty good effort by Carlisle. Going to be a takeaway. Ball tips into Raquel Wilson's hands. To Boyce up the floor. More contact there, and Katie Penrod is going to send Boyce to the foul line with Katie's second foul of the game. So back on my discussion. Like I said, I did some real serious investigating, really Sherlock Holmes level stuff today in tracking down Greg Perkins, asking a very tough question. Why does Holbrook not use a shot clock? You know, I mean, and trust me, he cracked under the cross-examination and he gave up the information. And the truth of the matter is, they had the parts on order for a while. They finally did come in, like within the last day or two. They've got the parts. And once the playoffs began, Holbrook will start to employ a shot clock. Okay, so one of the few, maybe even the only 3A team out there that's not using it. It's optional right now to use a shot clock, but everybody's using it. Certainly everybody that can is using the shot clock. We're going to get a Raquel Wilson foul, by the way, right there. Well, Sholo has committed 8 team fouls, and that's 8 different ladies. I mean, everybody on the roster wants to commit a foul. Nobody really wants to get their second, though. That's going to put Chloe Reedhead at the free throw line after the miss. Rebound, Raquel Wilson. Now here's Amberlyn Lindsay with the basketball. Sholo's got it. 13-10. The Cougars slowly making their way back into this one. Swanson on the drive, back outside. And the 18-footer is no good for Raquel Wilson. Tipped out of bounds. Tipped off Snowflake. Here comes Kinsey Brogan back in. Lindsay looking around, trying to get help. That's going to be a 5-second call. Yep. She couldn't get anybody open there. She wasn't getting the help. You know, you gotta help your teammate. In fact, I think the official might have given her an extra second. So the 5-second delay gives Snowflake the ball back with a 3-point lead, and there's a sharp pass from Hadley Nichols that goes over everybody's head. We're not expecting it to come that quickly, and it's out of bounds. Possession to Sholo. The Cougars looking for Coolish. Is she on the floor? Because I'm thinking, you know, she's kind of got the hot hand right now. She's not in the lineup. Addison Cotterman has come into the game. Jordan Boyce remains out there. Alex Swanson, Raquel Wilson, Sadie Hall are the 5 Lady Cougars. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report comes up at the break. Bouncer inside to Sadie. Sadie's turnaround, and the shot is no good, but Chloe Ulberg in front of her defensively picks up a foul. It's Chloe's first foul in the game. This will be Sadie Hall at the free throw line. Sadie's got a real interesting approach at the line. You know, everybody, that you got your own style, you got your own rhythm, your own system, and that one's gonna get a bounce for Sadie. The shot goes in. Got a one basket game. That basket happened to be a 2-point shot. 2-point lead for Snowflake. Sadie Eyeballs it, and that's off the back iron. So it's going to stay at a 2-point game, but there's Wilson for the rebound. Raquel Wilson has had a lot of different stat line numbers today. Primarily, we're talking about steals and rebounds, and there she gets a field goal, her first from the field in the game. She hit a free throw earlier, and with all that, tie ball game, everybody. Sholo took forever to really get any semblance of offense going, and now they've tied the game, and a long Kinsey Brogan jump shot will be off the mark. Another rebound for Raquel Wilson. Feels like Raquel is approaching double figures already in the rebound column. There's going to be an offensive rebound for Alex Swanson. She'll work around, baseline jumper, right side. That's Jordan Boyce connecting. For Sholo, they take the lead. 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Ulberg at the foul line. Outside, Carlisle left side to Brogan. Had thoughts of hitting that three and then gave up the pass. By the way, it's quarter number 2. Sorry about that, everybody. We have it on our thing there, and I hadn't noticed. Meanwhile, Sholo took let's see, into the final minute of the first half for the Cougars to get their first lead of the game. We'll see if they hang on to the lead. That all depends on right now if Chloa can make a Snowflake foul shot. She got the first one, missed the second, so the Cougars do indeed hold the lead for the moment, and it's tipped out. Hold on. We're going to get an intentional foul. I didn't see it. My view was blocked. Addison Cotterman commits a very, I guess, aggressive foul. We're going to see it on the replay right here. There's the miss. It's off. My view was blocked. And yeah, I think that's I think that fits the description of an intentional foul. So Snowflake is going to get 2 foul shots and possession of the basketball. We'll see if as they tie it on a Braxton Jones free throw. We'll see if Snowflake retakes the lead. One of the fans is going to be invited to leave. Did not care a lot, I guess, for the call. I'm not sure, but I can assure you, if it's a Snowflake fan, they're probably just really mad that their lady got knocked down so hard. If it's a Sholo fan, they're probably upset because they don't realize what the hubbub was about. But that was a pretty aggressive takedown. There's no question about it. Our time here, 35.7 seconds remaining in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way, everybody. And we're going to just grab a quick break and a word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, White Mountain Regional Medical Center.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
So just about a half a minute remaining. Snowflake with the inbound. Hadley Nichols with the ball in hand. And look at that defensive play by Mackenzie Coolish. Up the floor she goes. Off the glass with the left hand. Great play by Mackenzie. She's got 9 points in the half. 20 seconds left here. Cholo back in front by 1. Chloa Ulberg in the paint. She is going to end up on the ground trying to protect the basketball. Braxton Jones ultimately with it, and then Braxton traveled. Well, look, the officials are letting him play a little bit, and with 10 seconds remaining in the half, Sholo is willing to spend a timeout right here and try to see if they can go into halftime with more points. Interesting in the moment to use a timeout in that situation, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 17-16. Sholo leads Snowflake right now in this girls matchup. What a game, and how important is this one, everybody? The 11th ranked Lady Cougars with an 11-5 overall record, trying to beat Snowflake. Snowflake at number 15, and the Lobos one game under 500, 7-8. So among other things, if Snowflake can get this win, as they did, by the way, in Snowflake when they first played Sholo this year. Snowflake beat Sholo 38-37 in a fantastic game with a great finish. We'll see if Snowflake can get the win here to go to 500. At the buzzer, Alex Swanson, they worked for the shot they wanted. It's a pretty good look at it. And you know what? I put it in Alex's hands anytime to close out a half, close out a quarter. And shot is just going to be, well, just off the mark. And that's going to give us an opportunity to grab a timeout, everybody. Hey, what a terrific first half of basketball, right? You got to like this one. Certainly know I do. And just like you get in a big rivalry matchup like this one, lots of drama as we go out to halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report will come your way in a couple of moments. So we'll break it down for you then. Don't go anywhere. Meanwhile, this broadcast of Northland Basketball finds Sholo leading Snowflake 17-16. Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of the Sports Zone. Stand by, everybody.
Going into the new year, Hatch Toyota Sholo is still the White Mountains sales volume leader with quality Toyota vehicles and a team dedicated to customer satisfaction.
I'm Michelle Lugo. My favorite part of working at Hatch Toyota is not working on commission. I feel that frees me up to be able to help our customers have a more enjoyable experience. This should be a happy day for them.
The new year at Hatch Toyota brings an excellent opportunity to take the keys to the new Toyota you've always wanted to drive. Your product specialist will help you find the best vehicle for your budget and lifestyle.
Over the past 6 years that I've been at Hatch Toyota, I've worked to join the top 1% of all Toyota sales professionals. I work very hard for every individual, no matter their lifestyle or situation.
Hatch Toyota Sholo in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years. All offers on approved credit. See dealer for details.
Ace Hardware of the White Mountains is always there, always ready to meet your cold weather needs. Keep your pathway clear with snow shovels and ice melt. Keep the kids entertained with a variety of snow sleds. Keep the family warm and toasty with bundles of firewood. Keep the grill or stove piping hot with propane at their Pine Top and Overgard stores. And keep the horses fed with alfalfa and Bermuda hay. The cold weather cannot stop the team at Ace Hardware, so visit them today. Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
When you are sick or injured, get quick access to healthcare by going to Summit Healthcare Urgent Care. Summit Healthcare Urgent Care in Sholo at 4951 White Mountain Road is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Summit Healthcare Urgent Care in Snowflake is open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Summit Healthcare Urgent Care is there for you when you need it most.
Get a tablet right now at Cellular One for just $10.01. If you live on tribal lands and are on a government assistance program, come in today and ask for the ACP tablet. We'll set up a new huge data plan with unlimited talk and text, plus 65 gigabytes of free mobile LTE data to use every month. Current customers can still get a tablet for $10.01 too. Come take advantage of this once-per-lifetime ACP tablet discount at any Cellular One store today. ACP is a government benefit program and customers must qualify. Some restrictions apply. Limited time only, non-transferable. Limited to one line per household. One tablet discount per customer.
Happy New Year from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Just in time for our Valentine's special, we are introducing our new business partner, Cattleman's Steakhouse. Yeehaw! With every insured replacement, you can take your sweetheart out for the best prime rib on the mountain. Or choose salmon, sirloin steak, cod, pork chops, chicken, or a variety of other delicious dinners.
You are the best, honey.
And with the Valentine's special, you also get 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. And this year, year, you could take your Valentine to a VIP experience to see the King of Country, George Strait, live in concert. That's right, we're giving away 2 premium VIP tickets to see George Strait, Chris Stapleton, and Little Big Town live in Phoenix, including VIP parking. Yes! Don't miss out on our best Valentine special.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime. Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
It is halftime indeed, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this broadcast of Northland Basketball. And here tonight at Show Low High School, the Cougars with the lead. At halftime, the Lady Cougars lead Snowflake 17-16. It's been a great first half. A little bit of drama for everybody as well. And by the way, I'm just pausing a little bit because I am working on correcting something for you. We have a bit of a scoreboard issue happening here, so we are correcting that while I try to talk it over with you, everybody. So let me do that while I also try and give you an idea what has happened so far in this first half. Hey, let's see if we can crank it up to 11, huh? Let's shut that one down a little bit. All right, Sholo with the lead at halftime is led by Mackenzie Coolish. Mackenzie had a 4-point play in the first quarter. That was all the scoring of the first period for Sholo. They were outscored by Snowflake 8-4. In the first quarter, Mackenzie Coolish had hit a 3 in the corner, was fouled. She made the free throw, so a 4-point play. And then she got the next Sholo scoring in the second quarter on a 3-point basket. And right toward the end of the period, she was able to pick the pocket of the Snowflake dribbler and take it up for a left-handed lay-in. And Mackenzie, on the strength of those 3 offensive plays, has 9 points to lead Sholo scoring. Jordan Boyce off the bench with 4 second-quarter points. Raquel Wilson has 3 points. All that came in the second quarter. And Sadie Hall has the remaining single point for Sholo on a foul shot she made in the second quarter. Snowflake is led tonight by Livy Schneider. She's got 5 points in the game. Kinsey Brogan has 3 on a 3-point basket that she made in the second quarter. 2 points each for a trio of Lady Lobos. Chloe Reedhead with 2 points. Chloa Ulberg with 2 points. Braxton Jones has 2 points. And 2 ladies have made a single free throw. Katie Penrod has 1 point, and Natalie Carlisle with 1 point as well for the Lady Lobos. That's what the first half has looked like. The 11th ranked Sholo Lady Cougars taking on the number 15 Snowflake Lobos in this one here. And by the way, how about the standings in the 3A East? Winslow's in first place, tied with Snowflake, as a matter of fact. They both have 6-1 records. So they're tied. Sholo is in second place with a 5-2 mark. So if Sholo wins, Snowflake and Sholo will both have 6-2 records. Winslow will remain 1 game in front in the loss column, depending on what they do tonight at Holbrook. So it's Winslow at Holbrook tonight. And if the Lady Bulldogs win, they will technically be in first place with not technically, they'll be in first place with a 1-game lead. They'll be 7-1. So they'll have a full 1-game lead. That's if they win and Sholo wins tonight. Now, if Snowflake wins, and Winslow wins, then Snowflake and Winslow remain tied for the lead in the 3A East. If Snowflake were to win tonight and Holbrook beats Winslow, guess what? Snowflake goes into first place in that scenario in the 3A East. Behind those three teams at the top of the East region standings, and there's a great chasm and distance that exists between third and fourth place, and it's actually fifth place because Blue Ridge and Holbrook they're tied for fourth, and then you've got Payson in sixth. Both Blue Ridge and Holbrook have 2-5 records right now, again tied for fourth, but 3 games behind Sholo and Sholo in the loss column, and 4 games behind both Snowflake and Winslow, so quite a distance back. It looks like the winner of the East is going to come out of Winslow, Snowflake, or Sholo, and tonight's games are a big part of the outcome of that. Those watching the video are going to see the start of the second half here. We're going to run a 1-minute break and get a word from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, everybody, the presenting sponsors of our halftime report, and we'll be back with the second half right after this. Northland Basketball, exclusively at the Sports Zone. The Sholo Lady Cougars 17, Snowflake 16. Stand by.
Happy New Year from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Just in time for our Valentine's special, we are introducing our new business partner, Cattleman's Steakhouse. Yeehaw! With every insured replacement, you can take your sweetheart out for the best prime rib on the mountain. Or choose salmon, sirloin steak, cod, pork chops, chicken, or a variety of other delicious dinners.
You are the best, honey.
And with the Valentine's special, you also get 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. And this year, you could take your Valentine to a VIP experience to see the King of Country, George Strait, live in concert. That's right, we're giving away 2 premium VIP tickets to see George Strait, Chris Stapleton, and Little Big Town live in Phoenix, including VIP parking. Yes! Don't miss out on our best Valentine special.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Kinsey Brogan opens up the second half scoring for the Snowflake Lady Lobos, and they retake the lead on their opening possession of the second half. Welcome back into Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of the Sports Zone of Simmons Media. Great sponsors like Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and a whole host of other great partners with us, and we'll mention those as we go along here. 19-17, Snowflake leads. Snowflake now 55 seconds into the second half. Welcome here to the third period at Hatch Toyota Arena. It's the home of the Sholo Cougars, and guess what? The Sports Zone is also the home of Sholo Cougars basketball, the official home of Cougar basketball. There is a drive and a travel called. Alex Swanson handling the ball for Sholo, and she's going to give it up. Snowflake with a chance to move ahead with another 2-possession lead right here on this chance with the basketball. At the top of the key, Natalie Carlisle, left side, Kinsey Brogan to the high post. That's Chloe Ulberg, and she'll get a return pass from the corner, and the turnaround. I told you, that's her shot. Did take a nice roll for her to get the points, but Chloe, if you give her that shot, she's going to make you pay all day long, and that was a nice look at it. Snowflake in front by 4, 21-17. Lob to Alex Swanson, cutting to the basket. And a little confusion there, and that's going to go out of bounds off of Sholo. Back to Snowflake. So not the kind of start that Coach Christy Francis would hope for her Lady Cougars, but they're going to get a steal. Back playing safety. Back playing the cover 2 defense was, the cover 3, right? That's cover 3, right, Derek? And deep middle third there on defense was Mackenzie Coolish right there. You see her on the screen, and she got that interception. But that's a Sholo turnover. So again, the not so superb start for the second half for Sholo continues, while Natalie Carlisle will come up short on a 3-point try, and that's out of bounds off Snowflake. The Cougar starters in the second half, they include Sadie Hall, Raquel Wilson, Grace Moore, also Mackenzie Coolish, who just threw an inbound pass to the 5th starter for Sholo. That is Alex Swanson, and she'll bring it across casually. Sholo will try to get their first second half points right here. They're going to be a foul. Well, okay, Mackenzie Coolish shaking her head, but guess what? She set the nice screen, and she's going to try to screen Chloe Ulberg. That's a challenge for you. Mackenzie giving up a little bit of height right there. She got knocked down, but effective because she was able to get the foul out of the screen. So here's the inbound to McKenzie. Dribble around, Alex Swanson right side. That's Raquel Wilson. Why do I keep wanting to say Raquel Welch? Why do I keep wanting? And she's going to throw it away right to Braxton Jones, 5:25. Raquel Welch. Remember Raquel Welch? The great Seinfeld episode? One of the all-time great Seinfeld episodes. Here is Kenzie. And another three for Brogan on the left angle. Kenzie finding her range. That's her third three of the game. And Snowflake has come out, scored the first 8 points of the second half. It's going to cause Coach Christy Francis says, I've seen enough. I've got to call timeout. So she'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Everybody, you see that graphic on your screen going into the replay from Holbrook Family Dentistry. And another look at the perfect shot by Kinsey Brogan of Snowflake. Remember, she is the former Snowflake Lady Lobo, Kinsey Brogan. But as I continue in what I was trying to share with you, and that is that Holbrook Family Dentistry is going to give away a Phoenix Suns jersey coming up. We just have to we have to get together. Dr. Jason Lyman, his team, they're at Holbrook Family Dentistry. We got to get together and figure out how we can get that jersey and then get it to you. We were supposed to give it away tomorrow, but it ends up that we're not doing the broadcast we were going to do tomorrow. So we will find another time very soon to give away Holbrook Family Dentistry's Phoenix Suns jersey. Remember that Sholo opened up the game with just a very anemic offense. That whole first quarter, they scored 4 points, and that was on one single 4-point play. As we get the second personal foul called on Wilson. So Raquel picks up foul number 2. There's a long shot from the corner. No good for Snowflake. Rebound, Mackenzie Coolish, right side. Wilson might want to get a shot away because I think she's about to come out of the game. That second foul. Wilson. She got a lot of grace from the official right there because, boy, she was tied up. She'll leave the game. Well, no, Mackenzie's going to go out. So Wilson will stay. Amberlyn Lindsay has come in for Sholo. She joins Sadie Hall. Raquel Wilson, Alex Swanson, and Grace Moore, who fields the inbound pass. So she is going to try a post move, but it's knocked out of her hands by Katie Penrod. Loose ball is taken back by Wilson. Here's a three-pointer for Lindsay, and Amberlyn unable to hit that shot. Rebound, Livy Schneider. To Natalie Carlisle. You got Schneider, Carlisle, Braxton Jones, Kinsey Brogan, Katie Penrod on the floor for Snowflake right now. There is a Amberlyn Lindsay foul. 2 in the game on Lindsay. Inbound to the corner. They're going to feed Schneider on the baseline. She turns around. That's going to roll all the way around the cylinder and then eventually not go in for Schneider. Past the halfway point of the third period. Raquel Wilson. She's going to drop a pass back to Alex Swanson. Now Lindsay, she was trying to work a little play there with Sadie Hall, but the defense was a good coverage by Snowflake. Alex Swanson goes behind the back and dishes to Grace Moore for the foul. That's a great job by Alex to get her teammate there. And it happened in a hurry. That's going to be Carlisle's third foul of the game. Coach Brogan going to get Carlisle. It looks like Chloe Reedhead is standing by to check in. Meanwhile, Grace Moore, foul shot good. Hadley Nichols comes into the game. Chloe Reedhead and Chloa Ulberg all into the game. Natalie Carlisle leaves. So does Kinsey Brogan and Braxton Jones. Lady at the line is... Oh, that's Grace Moore. Grace has a first point of the game, but missed the second foul shot, and Katie Penrod will feed her teammate Hadley Nichols on the baseline. Back outside, open for three, and Penrod's shot no good. Rebound, Ulberg fouled as she tried to send it back up there. The lady that got her is Amberlyn Lindsay, and that is Amberlyn's third foul now in the game. 3:13 on the clock, third quarter. Snowflake 24, Sholo 18. These teams played in Snowflake earlier in January. A victory for Snowflake, 38-37. I mentioned the standings at halftime as you watch the foul again. Ulberg missed the shot, missed them both, I guess. So the score stays at 24-18. The boys' game comes up after this one. And immediately at the end of this one, we'll also announce the Sports on Radio's Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Alex Swanson tied up by some good defense from Chloe Reedhead. You got Chloe and you got Chloa on the floor at the same time, Coach. You're confusing me, Coach Brogan. You got to keep those ladies separated. I have a difficult time. Here's the inbound. Amberlyn Lindsay. She hands off to Sadie Hall. 2:54 on the clock in the third period. Swanson dribbles around. The weave out on the top for Sholo. They're looking for the curl here somewhere. There it is. Comes from Raquel Wilson, and she's going to drive, then dish, and a nice mid-range baseline jumper by Sadie Hall. That's Sadie's first field goal, and it comes at a good time for her teammates. Down 4 right now. Chloe Ulberg trying to get to that nice little turnaround post move she's got. Good job by Sadie, though. Maybe Sadie must have watched some film. Steal and a spin at the end, and Wilson just couldn't finish. It's a great play by Raquel Wilson. She got another steal to her credit. And eventually a whistle and a foul, and that is going to go against Snowflake's Livy Schneider. And a second foul of the game on Snyder. So there's Amberlyn Lindsay. Missed the foul shot. Brogan back in. Natalie Carlisle back in for Snowflake. Out go Reedhead and Nichols. Lindsay going to connect on this one. Sholo has been at the foul line, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times today as a team. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of those times, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those times, they have been 1 for 2. So they're, as a team, they're shooting a little bit better than 50%, but they're kind of just in that range. So we get a turnover by Snowflake. So 24-21 is the score, everybody. Snowflake in front of Sholo. 1:53 left in the third period. There's that weave again. Who's going to curl? Who's going to go in? It's going to be Wilson. Nope, cut off, and then she looks for the back door to Sadie Hall. Sadie stopped, and the pass was too far out in front of her, so that went out of bounds off of Sholo. If the Cougars could cut their turnovers down by half, and I think that's reasonable because it feels like this has been an extraordinarily high number for them. We've watched them play a number of times this year, and they are not usually turning the ball over like they have today. You feel like if they cut that number in half, it could be quite a bit different game right now. There's the runner by Swanson on the baseline. That shot is going to be no good, but she is fouled by Schneider. And that is going to be the third foul of the game on Livy Schneider. And I believe that coach is going to bring her out of the game. I think that's Braxton Jones standing by to go in. 1:22 remaining in the third period. Swanson with the left-handed release. It is no good. But if trends are to be believed in this game, Swanson will make this foul shot. Okay? And free throw shooting is like baseball hitting. Your average is your average. Whether it's your team average or your individual average. Okay, I jinxed her. She was supposed to make that shot. That's the first time anybody for Sholo today in several trips to the line has missed one of their 2 foul shots. First time today. I talked her into that, didn't I? 24-21. Now here comes the final minute of the third period. There's a pass inside in the paint to Carlisle. She is fouled on the shot attempt. 2 shots will be on the way, and it's Alex Swanson. Whistled for her second foul in the game. Carlisle pretty calmly setting up and getting the shot. She really wastes no time, does she? Got a nice, smooth rhythm. Dribbles and releases very quickly on the foul shot, and Carlisle makes both those fouls before heading to the bench for Snowflake. 54 seconds left in the quarter. Chloe Reedhead has come back in. And nice. Wow, all that entire sequence. A little crossover to get the penetration by Raquel Wilson, and then she fed her teammate. I believe that was Grace, wasn't it? Grace Moore on the receiving end down low, and she got the points. Brogan open for 3, and that is good for Snowflake. Kinsey Brogan is on fire out there, everybody. 3 threes in the quarter. She's got 4 in the game. And if you're Sholo, you have got to start accounting for Kinsey Brogan, the former Sholo Cougar, who's knocking him down out there. Snowflake back in front by 6 under 10 seconds left. 7 seconds now, and Wilson will try the 3, and that's good for Sholo. Raquel Wilson has had a great game, and the shot is good from the corner. That is how we're going to end this third period. Should set us up for an awesome fourth quarter, everybody. Whatever you do, don't go anywhere, because we'll bring it your way next, right here from Hatch Toyota Arena, the home of the Sholo Cougars. The Sports Zone is the home as well of Sholo Cougars basketball broadcast working. Thrilled to bring it to you tonight. Fourth quarter is on the way. A 3-point difference with Snowflake in front. Northland Basketball exclusively right here at the Sports Zone. Stand by.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Choice Broadband is always expanding the service area here on the Navajo Nation for Choice Broadband high-speed internet. Visit the district office nearest you to get started, or go online to choice-wireless.com/broadband to see if your home can get connected.
That guy right there, Coach Mike Brogan of Snowflake, he's pretty stressed out at the moment. He was telling me it before the game as we watch Alex Swanson on the drive and the emotional reaction as she gets contact and finally gets a shot to roll in. She has really worked hard under the basket today. Haven't seen a lot of success, and you can kind of feel it right there in the reaction. As Livy Schneider picks up personal foul number 4, Livy to the bench. That's going to be big. She'll have to sit for a little bit anyway. Swanson, she made the 2, could not get the and 1. And that is how the fourth quarter gets underway. Northland Basketball fans, yeah, this is Northland Basketball. And Sholo Cougars basketball at the Sports Zone, as this one is off the back iron, high and no good. Rebound, Chloe Ulberg for Snowflake. Inside, that shot will bounce off and into the hands of Sholo's Sadie Hall. She gets the rebound. So we get the fourth quarter going. A nice feed by Raquel Wilson to Grace Moore. Grace just too fast, coming in too hard, and the ball comes carrying off. I'll get it word, carrying off to the Lady Lobos. Braxton Jones turnaround, softly and high off the glass. The shot is good for Braxton. For Jones, her first field goal of the game. Snowflake the takeaway for the moment. And then Grace Moore got in there and stripped it away from Brogan, but the official says that they were both in contact for a long enough period. Call this a jump ball. And Sholo gets it for the inbound. 6:29 on the clock, fourth quarter. Tight game, 31-28. Sholo with the ball. They will inbound it. We're back into the action, everybody. You got the Lobos tied for first in the region. Sholo, one game behind the two teams tied for first, Winslow and Snowflake. An opportunity for Sholo to share the lead in the region. If Holbrook beats Winslow and Sholo wins this game, Holbrook and Sholo will be tied, and Snowflake moves one position behind them. There's some different scenarios about that will determine what the standings for the girls in the 3A East look like at the end of the night. And the two games in question, Winslow at Holbrook and this game right here, they will offer a bunch of different potential scenarios. Here comes a travel. Snowflake will give it up. Sholo's got a chance right here with Mackenzie Coolish on the floor. I like their chances if Mackenzie can get open. I like their chances at tying this one. 5:55 remaining in regulation. Left side to Raquel Wilson. She's giving a lot of room out there. Doesn't want it. Nice give and go, but it wouldn't go in. Sholo battles, and Sadie Hall gets the offensive rebound. Couple of opportunities like that here in the second half for Sholo that they haven't been able to execute on. There's Grace Moore on the baseline. Missed the shot. Rebound. Wilson fouled. I believe that was Jones in the neighborhood. It was. Braxton collecting personal foul number 1 of the game. And Coach Brogan wants a timeout. Brogan was trying to get a timeout before Wilson could shoot that first foul shot. And he wasn't happy that he wouldn't granted it. And now he's going to get the timeout after that shot. Raquel Wilson be put on ice for a bit while we take a timeout as well on this broadcast of Northland Basketball. A word from Ace Hardware. Stand by here in the fourth quarter. What a great game. Snowflake by 2. Stand by.
Ace Hardware of the White Mountains is always there, always ready to meet your cold weather needs. Keep your pathway clear with snow shovels and ice melt. Keep the kids entertained with a variety of snow sleds. Keep the family warm and toasty with bundles of firewood. Keep the grill or stove piping hot with propane at their Pine Top and Overgard stores. And keep the horses fed with alfalfa and Bermuda hay. The cold weather cannot stop the team at Ace Hardware, so visit them today. Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
2-point difference, and the lady at the line has a chance to make it 1. After making that first foul shot, this is Raquel Wilson. And she's perfect on that. Raquel's putting together a nice game. She's got 8 points. It doesn't lead the team, but she's right there with Mackenzie Coolish, who does have the high point designation for Sholo at the moment. Mackenzie with 9 points. Raquel has 8 points, but Raquel's got a whole bunch of other stat line numbers. I mean, a number of rebounds. I'm sure she leads the team in rebounding in this one. She almost got the lead in scoring with that one. Boy, look at that. Brogan swinging those elbows on the rebound, showing some frustration. Wilson took it away for a second, but missed the shot. That is a very spirited exchange right there. A lot of physicality. The officials letting it play out, and then a travel on Kinsey. Kinsey's getting frustrated. She doesn't get it right there. I think, and Coach Brogan doing a good job, I think, to bring her off for a second and let her cool down just a bit. You know, getting emotional as you would expect in a rivalry game like this, a 1-point difference. Snowflake 31, Sholo 30. How do you like the battle going on, everybody? Look at this. There's the rebound. There's a few elbows, and then knocked out of her hands by Raquel, who tried to get something right there. The officials let it play out. As we watch Grace Moore do some great work inside. A little change of directions. And Grace puts Sholo back in front. Mackenzie Coolish steal. Coach Brogan's going to have to get a timeout here pretty quick, I think. Try to stop this momentum. Sholo does get a little ahead of themselves, and they'll lose it out of bounds. But they've got some momentum right now. 4:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Sholo 32, Snowflake 31. Terrific game. The enormity of the moment between them, and a nice job by Grace Moore walling up and blocking Braxton Jones' shot. Raquel Wilson, and she's going to have hers blocked out of bounds. The official says there was contact on that. It was Natalie Carlisle. And Natalie, has 4 personal fouls in the game. So she's got 4, and so does Livy Schneider, who's about to come back into the game. Livy has been sitting for about 3 minutes, I think, since getting her 4th foul. Well, free throws, you talk about how critical they are in moments like this. That one missed. Sholo has missed 4 foul shots in the second half. They missed 2 in the first half. They'll miss that one right there. So, 5 misses in the second half. Wilson missed after hitting 2 free throws earlier in the quarter when she was at the line. So, back to 50%. There's a ball knocked loose. Natalie Carlisle has it, and she's going to commit an offensive foul, and she did. She just had, Jordan Boyce was all over her. She was just smothering her, and Natalie got frustrated. And the worst part of it is that Natalie picked up her 5th foul right there. And it's the frustration. You see it there on the replay. And both sides, both teams are playing with a ton of emotion. And how you keep all of that in check when you're a 16, 17, 18-year-old young lady, I got to credit them because they walked right up to the edge several times. And they're going to continue doing so, I think. There's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Sholo. No, maybe that's 5 second. 5 second? No, it was a foul. It was a foul. And they're going to call it on Jordan Boyce. Offensive foul. Jordan was trying to work down low against Kinsey Brogan. And she got a hand into her back, I think. Sholo's got the lead, everybody. Snowflake's got the basketball. Hadley Nichols lost it in backcourt. Timeout from the bench. Wow, the timing of the timeout, everybody. I'm telling you. That was going to be a backcourt violation. And just give Coach Brogan tons of credit for saving the possession with that. And with that, a full timeout. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
You're listening live and local across the White Mountains on our broadcast home for Sports Zone Radio. That's Mix 98 KRFM Sholo. 3:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. This word from Beeman Well Drilling. Stand by.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Well, folks, the high-octane, spirited play between these two rivals continues as we reach further into the fourth quarter now from the Snowflake timeout. And with 2:50 on the clock, Sholo's got the basketball. And they lead 32-31. Raquel Wilson drive, dish, Grace Moore finish, and a three-point Cougar lead now. The biggest lead of the game, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was 10-3 back in the first quarter. Snowflake in front. Brogan from the corner to tie. The shot is no good, and Grace Moore has the Sholo rebound. Grace with a nice second half. Scored all of her 7 points since halftime. And you know who's helped her get there? Raquel Wilson with the assists, with the drives, the dishes. Raquel's had a great game in so far leading Sholo's attack. Coolish, right side. There's Wilson again. She's just a sophomore. And trying to get it over the top. It's going to stop right there. A timeout taken by the Sholo Lady Cougars. They lead 34-31, a minute 58 remaining. Here in the fourth quarter, the boys' game will be played after this one. We'll have a brief break between. We will stop the broadcast of this girls' game between the two and begin a new one. So remember that. If you want to watch the boys' broadcast, it'll be on a new video file. So we'll have it for you on our YouTube and Facebook channels at the Sports Zone. You will be required to reset because, again, the girls' game will end the broadcast at the end of the girls' game after we talk to our Sports Zone Radio player of the game. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'll talk to the Victoria's coach, whomever that might be at the end of it. Team fouls, that's going to be something to consider. Sholo with the lead in the game, 34-31. Sholo's got 5 team fouls. Snowflake has 8. Big-time foul trouble, though, on Livy Schneider. She's got 4 fouls. And already Natalie Carlisle is fouled out of the game for Snowflake. Inbound, Amberlyn Lindsay to the corner. Coolish open. Shot is good! What a shot by Kinsey Coolish. McKenzie knocking it down from the corner. And Sholo's got a 2-possession lead, and that's if your 2 possessions are 3-point makes. This is not going to be one of them. Shot no good for Chloe Reedhead. Inside to Schneider. That's a miss. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. They say that Uber got a hand on it last. Knocked it out of bounds. And no, pardon me on that. They got it exactly right. It was last touched by Grace Moore, and you'll see it right here on the rebound. Inbound to Kinsey Brogan. The 3 is no good. Rolls off. Rebound, Schneider. And she'll get fouled for a 2-shot chance at the line. Personal foul on Raquel Wilson. That's 3 on Raquel so far today. So now 93 seconds left in regulation. Critical foul shots. Livy Schneider, perfect on the first one. There's that look again on the replay. Mackenzie Coolish has been pretty amazing today. She has hit 3 threes, none more timely than the one right there in this fourth quarter. And a lane violation on Snowflake. Sholo's got the ball back, 5-point lead for the Cougars. We'll see how quickly Coach Brogan's ladies start to foul. They do have 8 team fouls. Up the floor, Mackenzie Coolish. Sholo's going to milk some of that shot clock now. Well, Penrod came out and tried to commit the foul. I believe she was trying to do that. Well, Brogan did the same thing. Off to Coolish, dish to the corner. Grace Moore brings it back outside. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Snowflake's tried to foul a couple times. Tried to foul again. Finally, Brogan is going to be whistled. Well, Snowflake did try to foul multiple times. It wasn't until that last one there that the officials agreed. Contact merited the whistle. And it's a 1-and-1 for Amberlyn Lindsay. Nice shot by Amberlyn. She's able to make that free throw. It's 38-32. Sholo ranked number 11 in the state. Snowflake ranked number 15. Big game for both sides. And a big free throw for Amberlyn Lindsay. 39-32, Sholo in front. Similar score to the first time they played. Wasn't very high scoring. Snowflake defeated Sholo 38-37. I guess, again, you just have to talk about how good the defenses are. Grace Moore picks up her second foul. And this is a 1-and-1 for Livy Schneider. She did not make it. Rebound, Sholo. Snowflake's got a foul soon. They do right now. Katie Penrod comes out to put Mackenzie Coolish at the line. And that'll be double bonus time now, 10th foul of the game. Penrod has her 3rd foul of the game. 49 seconds. I don't know that matters that much, right? So here's Coolish. Mackenzie has 12 points so far. Make it, well, still 12. And another shot for Mackenzie. Missed him. And then tipped out by Sadie Hall. Knocked out of bounds. Snowflake will have it with 47 seconds remaining. So they have got to get points in a hurry. Snowflake does. Down 7. Here we go. Chloe Reedhead outside. Works to protect her dribble and then got fouled by Alex Swanson. Well, that was contact for sure right there. And Chloe was a little bit off balance. Almost felt like Chloe was trying to brace herself, really, right there. And Alex, pretty heated and getting called for the foul, felt like it was initiated by the offensive player. Big foul shot, and that's a big make for Reedhead. How about making foul shots in the pressure cooker that these young ladies are in right now? Great job by Chloe. And she'll make the second. Almost came across the line. Felt like it was going to be off. Got the good bounce and did not commit the violation. Now will foul Swanson coming across the front court. Had to do it. Just her first personal foul, but more importantly, 2 shots coming up for Alex Swanson. That's just about going to put this one on ice if Sholo can keep from turning it over. So there's a lot of ifs, right? There's a lot of still things to consider. There's plenty of time for Snowflake, but now with 2 foul shots made, it's a 3-possession game minimum if Snowflake makes 3s. And you would think at this point, that's what you've got to be doing. You can't even take an open shot inside, I don't think, at this stage. They're going to do that. They're going to try to work it inside and get some points under the basket. That's Ulberg who gets fouled. And Wilson who does the fouling. 4 in the game on Raquel. 25 seconds remaining. Well, look, I'm not going to question the strategy of a coach who's got a lot more experience than I do. Listen, I've been knowing Coach Brogan for a few years now. He is one of the more studious, knowledgeable coaches that I know of. He lives and breathes basketball, it seems. I don't know, I had time to get a law degree in the last few years, but he has. 6-point game. Penrod fouls Coolish. What I was saying, you know, my mind tells me that you don't opt to go inside to Ulberg on that last possession, that you try shooting a 3, and because you got to hit one and then you got to get another one. You got to get another one pretty quick after that. 17 seconds left. Coolish gonna miss that one. She's got 12 in the game. And we'll see if she can make this one and get to lucky 13 in the point column. She does. Leads the team with that 13 points. 42-35, Sholo in front. 12 seconds remaining. And this one from downtown, short for Snyder. There's their last gasp, really. 5 seconds left. Snowflake still might foul. No, I'm not going to get a chance. Swanson brings it across. The whistle happened with under 1 second and still time on the clock, but the officials are going to say, yeah, that's it, we're going to get out of here. Because it wouldn't have made a difference. Sholo's got the win, 42-35, and the Cougar faithful, they are thrilled. They get the win. And smiles on the faces of those Sholo Lady Cougars. Time for us to announce the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. In a rarity, we're going to do a Byron Brown. We got 2. We got Raquel Wilson, who had the bookends from beginning to end. Such a great game. And Mackenzie Coolish with the great 3-point shot that I felt like was the real separator in the fourth quarter. And she hit 3 threes in the game, led the team in scoring with 13. Wilson had 8 points. We want to talk to them both briefly. Name them Co-Sports Zone Radio Players of the Game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. So we'll just get a quick word from those two ladies, but what a job by Sholo. So the Cougars now go to 6-2. Snowflake is 6-2, and if Holbrook beats Winslow tonight, Winslow is going to be 6-2. We're going to have a 3-way tie for first place in the 3A East region. How about this game tonight? Mackenzie, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right, very good. We good to go? Hey, everybody, welcome into Sholo High School. What a night. What a game. Game one of our broadcast doubleheader. And in the girls' game, the Sholo Lady Cougars come up with a 42-35 win over Snowflake tonight. Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. And let's speak to our Sports Zone Radio Players of the Game. And this one is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. First, it's Mackenzie Coolish, who joins us now. Mackenzie, way to go. Congratulations on the game. You're a little bit sweaty there. You look like you've worked out today.
Yeah.
How about that game? How exciting was that win for you and the ladies today?
It felt so good. We really gelled together as a team. So.
I agree with you on that, and I want to take you to a moment in the fourth quarter right there at the end, the last couple of minutes. You found a spot in the right corner. This is still a tight game, and you hit a three-point basket right there at the end. All this pressure, all this noise and electricity in the air, and you hit that shot. That was a clutch shot, took a lot of courage. Tell me about that moment, hitting that shot and how that felt.
Our coaches always tell us, like, when you're shooting, just tell yourself it's going to go in, so that's what I was telling myself.
All day you did. You hit 3 big threes in the game, led the team in scoring today, as a matter of fact, with 13 points. Congratulations. Are you going to enjoy this for a couple of days?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, listen, good luck to you. You might be tied for first at the end of this one tonight, depending on what happens in Holbrook, okay?
Okay.
So way to go. Mackenzie Coolish right there, one of the Sports Zone Radio Players of the Game. She hands off the headset to her teammate. Sophomore Raquel Wilson joins us now. Co-player of the game today in this one. Again, our player of the game is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, everybody. And there she is, Raquel. Great job today. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, Raquel, we honor you in this one today because you scored 8 points. That's not earth-shattering numbers there. But you did so many other things. I'd be shocked if you weren't the leader in rebounds for your team tonight. I'd be shocked if you weren't the leader in steals. You kept taking the ball away. You had a number of assists as well. You were setting up Grace, your teammate right back there. Grace was always in the right place at the right time for your great passes. You just played a great, solid game all in all, and I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
So tell me about the win. I mean, it was a big win. You played a great team. You've had 2 great games of Snowflake this year. This time you get the win today. Tell me about how you got it done.
Super exciting. I'm super happy that we got this win, that the whole team got the win. I kind of know what it feels to play a rivalry great game, so it was exciting to win it for the team, and we all did really great.
I never saw your sister.
No, she's at an academic regionals.
Got you. Now, I thought both of you might be gone, but okay. She's gone. You're here. No problem.
Yep.
No. And you want it for her, right? I'll bet you she must be back there watching somewhere, right?
Yeah.
How proud do you think she is of the team?
I think she's going to be so excited that we won.
Yeah.
She's going to be happy, yes.
Yeah. Is this one going to feel good for a while?
Oh, yes.
All right. You might be in first place. Might be tied for first at the end of tonight, depending on what happens in Holbrook, okay?
Okay.
All right. Congratulations on the
Thank
win. All right. That young lady right there, she was doing everything. And without it, no victory for Sholo, I don't think. But they get a 7-point win, 42-35. Northland Basketball right here at the Sports Zone, everybody. And now let's talk to the head coach. Coach Christy Francis of Sholo joins us here in our postgame wrap-up of the Sports Zone Radio broadcast of Northland Basketball tonight at Hatch Toyota Arena. Coach Francis, a 42-35 win over Snowflake. Congratulations.
Thank you. Man, what an atmosphere, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It felt like a playoff game. It was exciting.
The fans, the Cougar fans, I don't think I've seen them at this fever pitch yet this year. Boy, you brought your A game, they brought theirs too.
Yeah, for sure. They had posters in the hallway this week, and I saw them when we came for our shoot-around. They were decorating, and I was like, all right, I see you. Let's hope we can put on a good game, and we sure did. And they rose to the occasion in the stands as well.
Coach, we spoke a moment ago to our Sports Zone Radio players of the game. Had a couple of them tonight because Mackenzie Coolish led the team in scoring, But, boy, I tell you, hit 3 timely threes, none more so than the one in the fourth quarter from right in front of the Snowflake bench. What a place to hit that shot from. And so Mackenzie was just spectacular today. But the game from Raquel Wilson, boy, the rebounds, the takeaways, the steals, the assists. She did all of the stuff you need to get done from a young lady to win a game.
Yeah, I just told her the other day, I was like, do you have any idea how good you are? And she just kind of shyly laughed, and I said, you fill up a stat sheet in a really good way. And that's exactly what you're talking about. The girl is just, you can't, I told her you don't play like a sophomore. And she's so good. She's so good.
So, Coach, what does it mean for you and the ladies to get this win over that team, over the Snowflake Lobos?
There's a rivalry there. There's the coach thing there. But if I'm being honest, when we show up, we expect to win. And we should have won today, and we did what we were supposed to do.
Coach Christy Francis of the Sholo Lady Cougars is with us. Now I want to ask you also about where you are in the rankings. So number 11 coming in. This win, certainly you needed to get the win. You want to get the win. I don't know if there's a mathematical chance for you to get in the top 8, but obviously that would be a goal. Try to crack that top 8.
Yeah, so we can get a bye, right? Or how that works. Yeah, of course. And, there's some pride there, too, where we're trying to be really high up in our region because we feel like we're competitive with Winslow and obviously Snowflake. So we want to go into the playoffs with some momentum, and I think tonight will be that thing to carry us there.
Coach, you might have a share of first place at the end of the night, depending on what happens in Holbrook. And at halftime, it was Winslow 33, Holbrook 32.
Ooh, I like to hear that.
Okay, so we'll get a final here sometime soon. Well, what a great game. What a great night. And this has to be a fun one for you and the ladies.
Yeah.
Just want to give you the biggest of congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
You got it, Coach Francis.
Right.
Thank you. The Sports Zone Radio bringing you Northland Basketball, everybody. And there's Coach Christy Francis. Sholo gets the win over Snowflake 42-35. I want to thank our outstanding production team led by the producer Derek Simmons. We've got some new things going on, some new guys doing new roles tonight. Leonard Keone Jr., great camera operator. Today is our technical director, and so a great challenge for Leonard, and doing a pretty good job back there, Leonard. Okay, so hang in there, buddy. Got another game coming up in a little bit. Also want to thank young master David Simmons on camera tonight, working this one for us as we bring you Northland Basketball from Hatch Toyota Arena. Again, the final in the girls' game, 42-35. Sholo over Snowflake. The boys are coming up next. We will end this broadcast now and begin a new one. So you'll see a new video, whole thing set up as you go online. Refresh your browser or, research us. Search again, for us on the Sports Zone Radio Facebook and YouTube channels for the broadcast of the boys' game coming up here tonight from Sholo High School. The Sports Zone is the official broadcast voice and video presentation team for Sholo Cougar basketball. And we're thrilled that you joined us tonight. Let's see here. Holbrook 47, Winslow 46, or 48 it says, with 2:31 left out. I guess they don't really, well, it's really close. Let me just say that with 2.5 minutes left. During the boys' game, we'll have that final for you and let you know who wins and if indeed Sholo and Snowflake and Winslow are all tied for first in the 3A East region for the girls at the end of tonight. What a finish in the region for this season in 2022-23. How's that? All right, thank you again to our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, Leonard Keone, and on camera, David Simmons. For the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons. Thanking you, sports fans, for joining us for Northland Basketball. God bless you. And join us for the boys' game coming up in just a moment right here from Hatch Toyota Arena. See you in just a few moments.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at sportszone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.